We just came back from a 50-day business trip. Now, this was the first big business trip we've had, and what our goal is we're trying to get freedom to do what we want. We don't want to necessarily give up work, but we want freedom to be able to work anywhere and still run our business. When you first start out your business, you wear all the hats, you've got to do everything, and when you do that, it's quite hard to break out of working in your business and concentrating more on working on your business. And so we set off on this trip to go to a conference, and we drove down, so we took the time out there to wind down before we got there so we could absorb it all. And we were stress testing our business to see if the things we put in place worked and if it would continue working. Now, the things we've learned, banking was the first issue I think we hit. Paying online. We use e-transfer, and we hit limits where you can only e-transfer $10,000 a week. Now our business has grown to such a point that investor distributions are more than that. So actually, one of our account managers physically printed out a banker's check and drove them over to the banks that they needed to be deposited in. I mean, that's such great service with a credit union, so they really helped us out. And the second one was staff. Our staff have recently, taken on. We've done some training, but they're not trained in everything, and that's not on them, that's on us. We're dealing with a lot of firsts, and the main reason why we came back was to deal with evictions. It's unfair to put that on a new property manager and expect him to do that. So we came back for that. And the bookkeeping, we're still printing too much stuff and doing manual entry where our bookkeeper's in the Philippines. So we need to make sure everything is coming in electronically and we're storing it on the cloud. And even sharing information with our investors. One of them needed some information, some leases, and we had some older copies that which were scanned and on the computer, but we need everything on the cloud so we can be as remote as possible.